Okay, hi, hello. This is another rad thing. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit shit today. Uh, well, I know my mic quality is always pretty bad, but I kind of just woke up. I had to re-record this because YouTube thought it'd be really funny to age restrict the original video. So, yeah, that's really cool of them. But I just wanted to talk about uh Scarlet and Violet. If you can tell, I kind of just want to talk about like the things going on with it because I think like a lot of people are shinning on it or just like kind of talking bad about it, kind of over exaggerating the issues with it, saying how I've seen some people say like they have no like Game Freak just doesn't care for the players, whatever. I just want to go through Scarlet and Violet and just kind of give my thoughts. First of all, I'm gonna just start with like I guess you can kind of just start. Well, I guess you can kind of just count this as a review. But I don't know. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start with the soundtrack. They were like really good with this soundtrack. They popped off, like they really did. This soundtrack is incredible. Like I'm gonna have it playing throughout the video. It's such a good soundtrack. It really is. I think my favorite song from the soundtrack is when they go like, is the gym leader theme when they're like, it's ripped straight from Sword and Shield, but especially when they terrestrialize as well. That theme is so good. I love it. It's genuinely great. Like it's actually really good, and I love it. Um, there are like some themes that I think are a bit like underwhelming, like the Elite Four theme. I didn't really like. Because it's the Elite Four theme. I was expecting them to do something like the gym leaders, where like when you terrestrialize, um, it like kind of gets more hype. It gets more like it adds more energy, but like they didn't do that, which I just found kind of boring. But yeah, that's just my personal thing with it. I love the battle themes though as well. Like Nemona's battle theme. Oh my god, that's peak. Genuinely, I think one of my favorite battle themes. Like maybe like top three. I don't know. I also I don't know what else I like from it. There's a lot of good songs. I just can't really think else right now. But yeah, let's move on to gameplay. Gameplay is interesting. This game is super addicting. Like it really is. I think running around the open world, you know, catching Pokemon, battling them is really fun to do. It's actually really addicting. Like I don't think I've been this addicted to like a Pokemon game in a while. It's just so fun to run around in, and especially like with well, depends what legendary you pick, Koraidon or Miraidon. I chose not Scarlet, Violet. I chose Violet, so I have Koraidon, the purple one. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Like just running like running around using the legendary it's just really fun, especially when like you like manage to like break the game kind of, and like kind of just get to places. Like getting to places becomes really easy, like incredibly easy when you have I'd recommend going to the gym badges first and then going to the Titans after, because gym badges. I mean, you could go for the Titans after. Like, I mean, you could do the Titans first. Gym badges are like pretty easy to get. I didn't have much trouble, and the challenges, like they've got their own gym challenges. They're pretty fun. They're actually pretty fun. So I mean, I'd say the order you should go in is gyms, Titans, and Team Star. But yeah, the gameplay loop is quite addicting in this game. It's really fun to play. In terms of like the story, like in terms of the story though, story is absolutely peak. Oh my god, I love the story in this. Like, I mean, okay, I don't really want to discuss spoilers too much, so I'll try not to. But some of them I just kind of have to. But we'll start off with the gym leader story. The gym leader story. Oh my god, it's pretty fun. It's pretty simple. You know, it's the basic go collect 8 gyms and then battle your rival. But the way they like do it is quite interesting because Nemona as a character is quite new because she's not like the other rivals where they start off their journey with you. She is a character who is already champion by the time you start the game. So she doesn't go through that journey of growth with you. What she does is because she's throughout the game, she's looking through for this person who can like kind of match your strength, and she's 90% sure it's you. So what she does is she always kind of matches. She always makes her Pokemon like really underleveled. Well, not underleveled, like really weak compared to like her strong Pokemon. And then like when you battle her after you've beaten the 8 gyms, she doesn't hold back. Like she goes full on. Her Dunce Pass, I hate it. I like genuinely despise it. The worst Pokemon. Like, oh my god, actually sucks. But other than that, it's really Nemona is a character I love. I think she's really fun. She's basically Goku but Pokemon, which is it's great. That is like every franchise should have a Goku, but like Goku in their game, in their like show, or in their anime, in their fucking movies or whatever. I don't know. They just like they need to have a Goku in all of them. It's it's so funny. Moving on to the Titan story. Okay, the Titan story is like looks cool, but it's actually really sad. I kind of don't want to spoil it because like oh my god, it's actually sad as hell. So I don't. I mean, the Titan storyline as a whole is fairly simple. You battle a Titan, well, you find a Titan, you battle it, then you push it back into getting this stuff called the Mystica. The basic storyline of it is basically, other than like his dog, Mabostiff, I think is its name. Yeah, or Mabost, I don't know. Mabostiff is like dying basically, and he uses the Mystica to kind of heal it. And like the storyline just kind of gets like more emotional throughout it. And I want to say this now, I haven't beaten the game yet, so I've only done the 3 storylines. I haven't done anything past that because I just don't have the time, nor do I want to at the moment. So yeah, I don't have any like knowledge to what happens after. That's all I can really say on the storyline because I don't want to spoil it. Like I really don't. It's a good storyline. I need everyone to like play it without prior knowledge. Aside from like the Mabostiff thing, because it's not really a spoiler. There's also Team Star storyline. The Team Star storyline. I'm gonna spoil this one. It's a really good storyline. Team Star as a whole is a really interesting idea for a team because they aren't evil necessarily. They do kind of bad things, but they aren't doing it for evil. They're doing it because like because it's set in a school. They had this really interesting idea of making the evil team basically these kids who are picked on, and then one day they caused a fight. They caused these students to get like expelled or like just leave the academy straight up. And then I guess the bullying continued on them, so they just kind of like kept Team Star going. And I think that's pretty fun. Like that's a really fun idea for a evil team. Well, not even really evil this game. There's not an evil team at all this game. Team Star isn't evil. They're straight up just not evil, which I'm fine with. I think because this is a school setting, I think that idea of them being kids who are bullied and they just want to look out for each other is really interesting, and I love that idea. And you kind of see, like, when you're completing the bases, you can see more of how, like, they help each other and they don't, like, So I think that's a really fun idea. But that's it for storylines, because again, like I said, I haven't done anything past it, so I don't want to, like, I can't say anything about it. I haven't done anything past, like, I finished the Star storyline, and then I just kind of, like, I came back because my friend got access to the Charizard braids, and we found a way for me to do it. So I got like a level 100 Charizard and like 7 Charmanders now. So I came back into that, and I haven't really done anything past that. But overall, in conclusion, like the game's good. Like I want to go back to gameplay for a second. Yeah, the game has like massive bugs. The game has performance issues, but in my opinion, it's okay. Right, I've played on a 2018 model Switch. I've not experienced like any bugs. I've not. Well, no. Okay, no, that's a lie. I've experienced like one bug. You won't, in my opinion, you won't experience any bugs if you don't go out and look for them. If you go out and look for bugs, you're gonna find them. I mean, there's some that will just happen like on occasion, but they're pretty rare from my experience. I've not experienced any of them. So I think they're only gonna happen if you seriously go out and look for them. The performance issues, on the other hand, are very common. Like they're straight up throughout the entire game. Um, I've crashed twice, technically 4 times. Those 2 times were due to Nintendo Switch Online, not because of the game itself. Overall, like performance issues, yeah, the game's choppy. The game's like looks pretty bad. A lot of pop-it, and I think that is an issue. But Game Freak's patching the game. They are patching it. We got a patch like yesterday or the other day. So they are patching it. It's not like an issue that's just going to be left forever. And I really hope it isn't left forever, because that'd be kind of disappointing to see. Point is, the game's good. And I know a lot of people say it isn't, but I guarantee you, a lot of those people who say it isn't haven't played the game. I've had arguments with people who just haven't played the game and are just going off Twitter videos. But as someone who's played the game, I swear to God, the game's good. The game is good. I'd say it's like a 10 out of 10 movie. But they just need to patch those bugs. They need to patch those performance issues. If they can get that, if they can optimize it properly, like if they gave this game like not even a year, like 6 months, if they gave it the chance to optimize it properly, the game would actually be perfect in my eyes. But because of those performance issues, because of those bugs, it's just not there. And that's all I really want to say. See ya.